as the days go on forever. There's no place for time when you're young. Can't find the words, but we know how we feel. Could we stay longer here in the summer?
I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the light. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind.
But also the rate at which you will applications. It's the Pro Pen, or you can change the key bindings assigned to the express keys or the function keys, that is to say, the buttons on the side of your drawings on paper. That is, you draw somewhere on the sheet, it draws in that position. The mouse mode is relative to where your cursor was, so you're going to make a lot of mistakes if you want to draw in that mode. The screen area, we are going to leave it at full so that our tablet surface
Alright, it's Mark, and we're time to start our live show tonight. And I'm going to move some stuff around on my screen here. Move my chat, move this here. Let's see here. Welcome screen, get rid of that. And open up Krita. I have a problem with Krita tonight. Ever since I installed the update, the settings that I had, they changed. And so my Wacom tablet has an issue where I'm going to show you guys in a second here. Let's put it on monitor number 2. So I touch my Wacom tablet here and I get a dialog box. Now I can move my mouse all over the screen here, or not my mouse, my Wacom tablet, and I can move it over to my other monitor. I've got 2 monitors, and as I move it around, I'll click OK here. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I know that when I first set up Krita, now I can move my mouse perfectly fine across here. Now if I put this on my other screen, the sensitivity of my tablet goes to 0, so I don't have like gradients and stuff like that. So when I open up a document here, my mouse, no, or not my mouse, my cursor, as you can see, it's jumping from here to over there. Jumps across. So I don't really know what's going on, and then sometimes it'll jump across over here too. So from this part to there is missing. So I don't really understand what's going on. This update to Krita just it ruined everything for me. So anyway, we got some designs we want to work on tonight. I'm going to try my best to do a design with my limitations. So I've got some sketches here on paper, and I'm going to create a new document. And I'm going to switch back and forth here to my king. I've got a mouse, so I can always move where I need to. But sketching should be interesting. So let's first make our background gray, and I like to do this for my designs because it's easier to see what I'm doing. If it's white, it's really harsh. If it's black, it's pretty harsh as well in the opposite direction. So done that. Now I'm going to let's see here. I'm going to choose black as my color. I'm going to create a new layer, and this layer will be where I sketch my character designs. Hey everybody. Oh no, so Debbie Reynolds just passed away, huh? Oh my god, what is going on? Debbie Reynolds, Carrie Fisher. What is next? This is the worst, craziest year ever. Well, Debbie Reynolds, you know, of course losing your daughter has to be a horrible thing, you know, I mean. Wow, I just can't believe this. That's crazy. Well, anyway, so got a new layer here, and actually I want to put this layer up here. I don't know why those switched. Oh, what is this? There we go. Okay, so my background layer was a new layer. So let's try to sketch here, see what happens. Now, okay, so yeah, this is very strange. Now I can draw across. I can draw across the whole page, but if I want to, this is really bizarre. Like my Wacom tablet now moves to here. It's moving here, and then it jumps across to the right. So I can't draw in between there and there. And then on the left side, now my pointer goes to here. So I guess I have this space to draw within. Okay, well, that's all I need, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, so anyway, so the characters in my story here, if you recall, now we had drawn the king, and this is with my earlier Krita settings, and I was able to draw pretty nice, and I tried to get a pen that was similar to what I had before, and it's still not quite right. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let me zoom in as well. Let me get to 100% and see if I can emulate what I had before. No, as my cursor jumps all over the place here. Alright, so maybe we'll try a little bit smaller size. See what this does. Oh, I lost my pen again. Where are you, pen? So get a little bit larger size here. I might just have to draw with the mouse, which is never fun because it just, let's see, that's pretty close. So if you guys watched the previous character designs, these are emoji characters. So they're, I know there's an emoji feature film coming out, which I didn't know about when I started my ideas for these. But my characters have bodies that are, and they're a little bit more, you know, they're different in terms of how they are designed. These are all going to be clay on glass characters. So they're going to be 2.5D, and I have to animate them, you know, with replacements. And the cool thing is I got some silicone recently, some spare silicone from a previous project that I did for a customer. And I think that's going to be pretty cool that I don't have to, let's see here. Alright, so one of my designs kind of looks like this, where I've got a guy with some hair, and he's got some eyes that are kind of closer together than my previous characters. And now all these characters are just average people, and these characters come from a more affluent, the affluent side of the world that they live in. So they have more money. Their money is actually not money; it's apples. So they kind of depend on apples to, you know, to have their lifestyle. And if they're apples, ooh, what's going on with my cursor here? Now I'm jumping to the bottom of the screen. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that after the show. But anyway, these guys here, they will be getting kind of upset with current events. The female character is going to be demonized by the leader because she doesn't have any apples. No apples for her. Her apple tree dried up, and so these guys are going to be just like your average person, but they will be influenced in a negative way by the king. Yeah, this is really bizarre. My look at this. See how that little, yeah, okay. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. So they're going to be influenced by the king to be mad at this person who wants apples, you know. And so they're going to have like a good side to them, where they're happy and they like sharing apples. And then all of a sudden, they're going to just turn on this person, this woman. So this is going to be one of the characters. Now, I'm thinking his eyeballs need to be a tad bit smaller. At least in my design, it's a little bit smaller. Alright, that's not too bad. Come on. There we go. Hey, Mark the Dark. Welcome to the show. Yeah, it's just a crazy 2016. It's somebody posted. I mean, it's kind of funny and kind of sad, you know. That Alex Jones guy. They posted a video of him where he blamed Carrie Fisher's death on what? The Hollywood Mafia or something. Some really crazy conspiracies out there, you know, like it's just in poor taste. Like some woman dies and you start blaming it on some conspiracy theory, you know. It's really crazy. All right, so here's our design here. As you can see, it's a really simple character, and I've got like 6 of these characters. Now this character here, you know, the thing that's going to set them apart are just some very simple details. Like I'm not going for super detailed puppets or anything like that. These are just 2D characters. If I were spending like a really, if I were spending a lot of time on a film and I had a huge budget, you know, we could get in here and we could add all kinds of details. But our characters are going to be kind of simple, and they're just going to be there to tell the story, you know. I really love to make detailed sculptures and everything. Oh, what the heck? Oh, man, this Wacom tablet is. What are you doing, Wacom tablet? I thought I just erased my character. So, yeah, you know, Claymara, she posted a design that she's going to do for our 5-week challenge, and it's going to be Jar Jar Binks, because the topic is like Star Wars or whatever. So she used Adobe Illustrator to make one of her designs, and it turned out pretty good. This crazy tablet. This crazy tablet's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so so I don't know, you know, what programs you guys like to use out there, you know, for illustration purposes like this. When this works, I just gotta really sit down and work out all these kinks in the update. I have to go in there and figure out how to get my Wacom tablet working. I know it's got something to do with my dual displays, but go to a different brush here, perhaps. So I don't know what your favorite, you know, illustration programs are, but Krita, you know, it usually works out really good when it does work. It's just that I'm still learning it, and you know, I got a long ways to go in terms of figuring out the details of all this stuff. But let me see here. Yeah, I think orange was the color for these characters. They're all orange. Emojis are kind of like a yellowish orange color anyway, so I wanted to differentiate the two classes of people or emoji characters in the film. So I've got you know, one class that is just made up of 4, and that's the poor people. That's going to be a woman and 3 small kids that she has. And then let's see here. Go to a lighter shade. See, I'm gonna go to the king. Use his colors and use the color picker. Slightly darker. Make this smaller. And maybe zoom in a bit. You know, like I said in the last episode, you know, color makes a big difference in how you perceive things. And a lot of films use color to make you feel either, you know, happy or sad. It's not much of a color difference here. Could go back to my mouse again. Did I choose a different color? Which one did I use as the original color now? Let's see what this does. Okay. Might just go with this then. And so this character here, I'll use my mouse. So I'm gonna get a different color. So which would I think this is a good color. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Hey Beard, how are you tonight? I'm currently fighting with my Wacom tablet while trying to sketch. It's not easy, because you can see my mouse cursor slash paintbrush jumps all over the place. So I just want to move it right on that eyeball and it pops up. Use my mouse for this. So anyway, so these characters, like I say, now this character, it's really simple. The thing that defines him will be his simple clothes and his hairstyle. He will be unique. So I gotta kind of think of like how I want this to look in clay and what parts will be dark and what parts will be lighter in shade. Be really nice if my Wacom tablet worked though. So I think here where his hair is just gonna have to be shaded a bit. And so the point really with these characters, the thing that I'm trying to tell is, you know, people can influence you positively or negatively, I guess. But not to like lose your humanity for the sake of an argument that's intellectual, because being intellectual is sometimes you can be really intellectual and smart and use that to beat up people with, you know, and it happens a lot. Let's go with a lighter color here. Yeah, I think using the mouse is gonna work out for me. It's not really as good because I'm not getting like I said before, gradients, but I think that this is gonna work out pretty good here. So I think maybe he's gonna have a little bit of some cheek area. Go with black, color his eyeballs in. So I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, so this guy's head, it's mostly it's mostly round. But the other characters that I'll draw that are secondary characters will have wide heads and long heads to kind of make them unique, if you guys were wondering. And let's see here. Go with the lighter color. Make sure we highlight the hands as well. So these hands even are pretty simple. You know, these are not, they're just round balls. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using fingers. I don't think I will have fingers for them. I think I'll keep that pretty simple as well. So Beard says, I've been looking into building a Moco camera slider rotator. Already have motors from taking apart old inkjet printers and some backups for 3D printing. So I'm just looking at the motor drivers and Arduinos. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you can do so many cool things now with like Arduinos and stuff. I'm not an expert in that, but I've through 3D printing, I'm kind of pretty proficient with the. Let's see here, I think brown would be a good color for his hair. I'm pretty proficient with the Wanhao Duplicator i3. It's the 3D printer that it's Chinese. It's like a Prusa clone. I think Prusa was a German 3D printer. And I recently found out how to make your motors run even better and smoother. And but it's for 3D printing. You know, I don't know if it would count for what you're doing, but they sell these these things in China for 3D printers for specific motor drivers, and you get a series of diodes that kind of go in a circular pattern between your controller board and your motors, and any kind of voltage that is created by the spinning of the motors, I guess. That voltage, if you don't dissipate it somehow, will cause problems. And so using diodes is one of the ways that they smooth those things out. But, you know, I'm not really sure, like with Arduinos, how all that stuff works, and because you need a specific kind of a driver for this a specific type of motor. You know, it's very specific, evidently. So you might like take your motors out of a printer or something, but it might be kind of hard to figure out, like, you know, all the specific technical things there. I mean, probably take you 100 years on Google to try and solve all the problems, you know. I mean, I don't know if it's worth it, or if I would like just go out and buy something like from Dragon Frame or somebody. I mean, it's kind of cool to build your own system, though. Like, if you can do it, it might. I don't know if it would save money. Like, sometimes it doesn't. Like a lot of these Chinese companies are just, they make things so cheap. So cheap that, you know, it's almost not worth making stuff yourself, because they mass produce like little circuit boards and things where if you do it yourself, it doesn't really save much. I mean, if you go on eBay, it's pretty crazy how you can find stuff from China so cheap. Oop. I don't know if I want to go that light. Let's see here. So Beard says, for me, I think it's worth it since most MoCo systems I've seen are at least $1,000. Yeah. Most of them are pretty expensive. Why, Wacom? Why are you jumping like this? What is your deal here? I cannot draw with it. Right, back to the mouse. There we go. Yeah, I would really love to have something like that myself. Have my own motion control system and... Alright, so... I think for his hair, just... I don't know what kind of texture I'm doing here. I think we'll just go like that. And... see if I can drag this over to here, because it doesn't want to... There we go. There's some hair. Let's go back to the black. Maybe a really dark brown color here. Make our size smaller. How big is that? That's way small. And... alright. It's not supposed to be blue, Krita. It's supposed to be brown. What's wrong with you? Yep. Where is that? My eraser? No? It's on the paintbrush. I don't have that as a color selected there. Oh, what's going on with this? Did Krita just like break in the last update or something? Did they just like... yeah. It's acting like an eraser. Let's see if I use my... yeah, if I use the mouse... Now the mouse works. Alright, so maybe because the last thing I touched on my tablet was the eraser. Alright, let's go back in here. There we go. Yeah, I have this Wacom tablet that's probably 10 years old, so I don't know, maybe I just need to get something updated. Maybe this is just kind of old. So let's see, I think for the mouth, let's go with the darker color. Orange. Orangey brown, maybe. It won't go down farther than that. Right back to my mouse. There we go. Alright. So, very simple. Okay, so, Beard is saying, and from what I've found, it's about $25 for the Arduino, a motor shield, and 4 motor drivers. So if it goes well without the electronics blowing up, I'll try and document the setup. But I'll be following a guide by Iju Puertas, and on YouTube he's got cool videos on Moco and Puppet rig fabrication. It's pretty neat. I never heard of him before. Is he pretty does he know what he's doing? I mean, he's got something that works really well, sounds like. I mean, he probably does, right? But so what color do these people? You know, I think the clothes for these characters might be, trying to think of what color I want to have them wear on the overall. I think I might have them all in similar colors. Because, well, this is like a secondary character, and I want one of the people, which is the woman, that I haven't designed yet, in the affluent side, and her kid to have colors that make them stand out. So I think I'll kind of go monochromatic with these characters, and so I think maybe reds would be kind of a good color to use. So I think this color is pretty nice. Let me see. What is this? This is like a reddish brown. I think that would be a good mute sort of color for these characters. Let's see if my Wacom tablet will cooperate while I do this. Make things go quicker. There we go. It's kind of working now. Come on, tablet. There you go. Stop jumping. There you go. Maybe I need to just talk to it. Maybe if I'm nice to it, it'll cooperate. So Beard says he makes those kinetic armature kits and has a few videos on different Moco setups. Ah, okay. Yeah, a lot of people making kits these days. I've probably seen his stuff. I don't remember it offhand though. Let's see, what color is this? How does this look? Go with the darker reddish brown. Yeah, this is a good color for secondary characters. So I want these all to kind of blend in with each other. So and I think red is a good color because apples are red, and I think it would kind of symbolize you know, their, I don't know what you want to call it, their side of the world that they live in. I'll make this bigger. 15. Not really sure what I'm gonna do with the lower part of his body. I might keep it all the same color. I think doing that might not look so nice. Maybe a slightly different shade, but I gotta consider if I change the color of his lower body, I gotta do a lot more work in sculpting and mixing colors and all that kind of stuff. So, oop, are we still here, Wacom? Oh, what are you doing there? There we go. Hey, Janet. Janet is here. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping in. So, got about 7 people watching this. I don't know how exciting or boring it is to watch me sketch these things, because I'm not the greatest artist and I'm not really going for anything extravagant. I know Jeff Lafferty, he's got a really cool channel where he designs all kinds of cool, well, he likes to draw from real life, you know, and makes these like fantasy paintings and sketches. It's really fun just to watch for the sake of learning how to use or how to draw, you know. I don't know if you guys watch any other podcasts or anything besides me, but there's a lot of really good artists that have channels out there. Let's see, so I think I might go for a more bright red here of some sort. Let's see what this looks like. Or actually, you know, let me go back to what I had before. And let's do some highlighting on here. That's a bit much. Let's go back. So one of the things that I'll have to do also after I design these characters is I'll need to go in and make some sketches of some animation walk cycles and things like that. And again, they'll be pretty quick. I'm trying to think of like how many frames a walk cycle will be for these characters and how many bodies I'll have to make per walk cycle. And I was thinking like 6 different body positions and shooting on 2s, those walk cycles and run cycles. I'm trying to think if there's any. I don't think any characters will be running. Yeah, they will be, but it's gonna be kind of comedic. So there's these. Let's see, it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's gonna be like. I think I have 6 characters all together. And when they run, it's gonna be like a giant ball that. They're all angry, so that it's like a kind of hard to explain, but like a big smoke cloud with legs and arms that are going to be flying out, you know, as they go across the ground. And then individuals will walk around a little bit, but not too much. It's going to be pretty simple animation. You. Alright, go back to my mouse again here. Yeah, so I really can't draw even that well tonight because my Wacom tablet is screwed up and I need to I need to get onto one of those tutorials on YouTube and find out how to fix everything. So I really can't draw, but or draw as well as I could. So I've got about 20 minutes left. So I think maybe a black belt would be kind of nice. Something like this. So I want the details to be simple. Come on, tablet. There you go. So I think a black belt. These characters don't really have like feet and stuff either, so I don't know if I want to like get too far into adding details for feet. But I could probably give them like some little round feet or something here. Yep. That didn't work. I'm selecting orange. My color selector doesn't want to work. Alright, works with the mouse. I forgot. Yeah, last week I remember that happened too. The tablet didn't work, but the mouse did. To select colors. So maybe some little round feet. And then when I do an animation cycle, it could be kind of interesting to use these feet as like points that, you know, I could maybe do some motion blur lines in clay with these or something. I think if I put him there, it kind of looks like he's sitting. So maybe down here, oval shaped feet. Do this. Now with my king, he doesn't have any feet. I guess that's going to be an issue for me, but in terms of consistency. So how are you after Christmas? And Hoser Lou says, I'm tired and broke after Christmas. It was pretty good for me. I can't complain. Alright. Well, this character is not bad. See here. Get my eraser here. That's the shape I want, or closer to the shape. Somewhere in there like that. I think that's better. Yeah, my Christmas wasn't too bad. I mean, I'm doing so many creative projects right now that being creative makes me pretty happy. You know, my son is on school vacation, and so it's kind of hard to keep him amused because he has a hard time trying to Forgot his belt. I should probably put a belt on him. He has a hard time amusing himself, and his mind is really sporadic, and he's a little bit on the spoiled side. And he expects things really instantly. You know, every generation's kind of like that, so. Let's see. I don't like that. That's too bright. Let's go. Oh, I use my mouse. Let's go with the lighter color. Let's see. Something. No. Wait. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. So he'll have a belt buckle like this. Maybe I should just go with like a... Yeah, that would be better. Maybe a button. No. Yeah, so I'm using my son as probably the hardest thing for me this holiday season. It doesn't matter how many toys you can buy kids at times. They just are never satisfied. Oops. And being busy is not good too, you know, like it's great for making money, but sometimes if you're too busy, you sacrifice work for your relationships. So it's, you know, a balancing act of, you know, when do I work, when don't I work, and you know, for Christmas time, my business picks up, you know, so I had to spend a lot more time helping customers, and I think it's pretty much like that for most people, you know. It's just Christmas is always a busy time, and then we had lots of people over. We had our friends here, and we had a family gathering as well. I mean, knock on wood, it's great. You know, I still have a family and everything. Still have a family that can get together. Some people don't have that. So, I mean, pretty grateful for that. I can't complain. And we have friends, and so... I don't know. Don't want to get too philosophical about it, but... yeah, I'm pretty lucky. Yeah, George Michael died. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher's mother. David Bowie. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's just... maybe it's just that... oh, there we go. Oh. Trying to shade this here, but it's kind of hard to do with the mouse. Urgh. Yeah, it's sad for, you know, some celebrities do a lot of good, like George Michael supposedly did a lot of charity work and stuff like that. Seems as though he was a really good guy, but he had, you know, he had problems just like everybody. But he had a pretty serious drug problem, and that's what happens. It's of course really unfortunate, you know. Drugs really destroy you. Certain drugs, you know. Drugs like that are just so addictive. I guess it was heroin, you know, so. So, Beard says that's the opposite of my nephew. He seems more interested in pulling around an unopened present by the ribbons than the actual toy he got. That's interesting. Yeah, you know, sounds like our cat. We have a cat that if you open boxes, they let's see here. That's like the Christmas gift for them, you know. They think boxes are so awesome. Let's see. Yeah, it's true. Gene Wilder, Glenn Fry. Yep, time is short on this planet, so you gotta figure out what you want to do and do it. If you don't do it, time's up, you're dead. So if you're a what's going on here? Why didn't that work? This darker color, darker. There we go. Yeah, life is pretty short. It's important to figure out what you want to do with it because there's no rules. You know, there's no one that can tell you what to do with your life. You just got to figure it out and hope that you live long enough to fulfill what you want. I mean, I'm a Buddhist. I study Buddhism, so I have certain beliefs, but I don't really believe everything. You know, I don't believe. I don't know. I'm on the fence about a lot of things. You know, I think the only way you're gonna know what's gonna happen at the end is when you're gone, and either you know what happens or you don't know anything because you're gone. You're completely obliterated. But who knows? And Janet says, I hate Christmas because my parents argue. Mom wants first to clean the house and Dad to cook. Well, I don't know. Let me see here. Brush presets here. There's some blending brushes in here. Mix brushes. Let's see how this works on this. If my Wacom tablet will please work. So we can do this. Gotta select the right layer first. Oh, it's not blending. What is that? Whoop. Oh, I guess I know why that is. I understand what I did there. So yeah, blend brush. Let's go with this. Let me see if this works. Yeah, we can blend those together. Make that look like more of a gradient. Because my mouse doesn't do a very good job. Let's go back here. Make the brush size. Well, let's zoom in a bit first. Alright, let's see if this will work. Is that really the way it is? Yeah, there we go. By the way, my internet speed is slower than it's supposed to be. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, so if my video is shaky and all that, I hope to solve that pretty soon. It's gonna take some time. They're probably gonna charge me more money. It's AT&T. They throttled our internet back. I don't know why. Come on, Wacom. Yeah, alright, so yeah, this would look a lot better if my Wacom worked, and after the show I'm going to actually watch a tutorial and try and find the one that I use to set things up. Right now my Wacom tablet, the way it works is you can limit where your brush will go on the screen. You can define the area, and it'll stop you from using a Wacom tablet on two screens with your Wacom settings. So I can, just for you guys, for your information, if you have a Wacom, here's the dialog box, and there's mapping, and I think somehow I can, I'm not really sure if like, got the stylus. It's either somewhere in here that I can set it up, or in the settings. So they've got the configure Krita area, and they've got a tablet settings, and they've got a canvas only settings and display. And within one of these here somewhere, might even be in the canvas input setting. I'm not too sure. Still gotta find that tutorial again. You can limit where your tablet will draw. And if you notice that a lot of the stuff I've drawn here, like his head is kind of oval shaped, and I was drawing a circle on the tablet, and the way it works is it stretches things out if you have the incorrect settings. So if you try to draw an exact circle on here or whatever, it doesn't work quite the same as when you limit the space. But I'm probably gonna work on this character some more after I do that. So basically, I've got different layers. I got a shadow layer. So I don't know if you guys can see here. Let's see, where is my? There we go. Move this over. So we got our layers here, and evidently what I did is I drew something there, not realizing it, but that's the shadow layer. And oops. So essentially you start from the bottom, and what I did is I added a layer just for the background here, and then the next layer was the shadow, which I put underneath the color layer. And then the first layer I drew, of course, was just the sketch layer. So that's kind of my workflow. That's kind of how I do things. I think that's how most do it. And you can refine all this. Like if you want to be an artist and like really refine all this, you can add a layer on top of that and go in there and like, really get perfect lines and stuff. I'm not really super happy with this character, with the way it looks as a sketch. But I know that when I actually get in there and make this into as a clay character, I can add all kinds of little quirky details and stuff, so it'll look really cool. Mainly what I'm doing here is I will probably print this out, or print one of these characters out. I'll probably start with the king, and for this character, I will put them on the set and make sure that I don't, sculpt them too large for my backgrounds or anything like that. So this is just a starting point for the character, and obviously not going to be, indicative of the actual final character. But it gives you a good thing to go by. So when you're making characters, you want to have, a color palette that you can kind of use, that you can make your colors in the clay, and also what's that now? So okay. So you're curious about what heaven is. Yeah, there's some really cool stories out there. If you go on YouTube, I think there's a story on reincarnation about a little boy that used to be a World War II pilot, and he crashes and dies in I think either in Hawaii or in Japan or something like that. That's a fascinating story. I always wondered if it was like fake, like his parents put him up to it, because there are some parents that are like that. But I don't really know. I don't know about that. If I have my own stories about that, but whoa, what happened there? But I don't really talk much about that because of course this is a animation related chat. Oh man, that's really strange. Like my Wacom tablet's jumping all the way over there. See if I zoom in if this happens also. That is really weird. Alright, well anyways, we've probably got about 5 minutes left. Like I said, I'm probably going to go in here and work on these tablet settings. And let me save this. Save as extra. What should I call this guy? Extra Well, probably just extra number 1. Let me see if I can put that number in there. Let me see. Yep, I can. So extra number 1 is his name for now until I can think of something better. So you say you had a lot less stutters in this stream than the last. That's good. Now you can see here. Yeah, it's still complaining. I'm getting all these errors. It's mainly because of my bit rate is too high for my available upload speeds. So yeah, I'll work on that. All right. So anyways, everybody, that does conclude our show. I want to thank you all for stopping by. If you guys have any questions, or maybe you want to leave some comments about how to fix my tablet, that would be helpful. If you guys have any questions, also leave a comment, and I will see you guys the same time, same place next week, I believe. Let me just make sure. Yes, it will be on the 4th, so it'll be after New Year's, so no problem there. Just making sure, because I think last year it fell on like New Year's Eve. But anyway, catch you guys all later. Thanks for stopping by.